hangs out in the same building you do, so
Yeah.
what can I do? Okay, so we got that. Alright, I just need to get all my names in here. So we're good with that. Alright, so this station gets to use the Stream Deck. And so what we do here, just if you're wondering, have you ever used a Stream Deck before?
No.
So it's essentially just it's a machine that helps you do shortcuts. So instead of having to like do all these commands, you put all the commands in here, and then you just hit the button and it just does it.
Okay.
So, so what we're telling it is, we're essentially telling it the batting order, and then we'll press when we press these buttons. Come on. Oh, there. Okay. Interesting. So it does nothing there. I didn't really realize that. Yeah. So we press the buttons. It just we've kind of what we're telling it is here's the names. Where you even put those? I don't remember everything. Oh, I had to put them in here first. That's why. Okay. Sorry, I'm learning also. Remembering how all this works. But essentially, we're going to put all the batting order in Wirecast, sorry, and then we're telling Stream Deck when I press this button, press this tile and put it on the screen.
Oh.
Essentially, what we're doing. Okay. So you could actually use Stream Deck to control your commercials and everything. You can tell it to do all kinds of stuff. But for us, we're putting. So that's what he has here. So here, in our text layer, he's got the batting, the number, the first initial, last name. So we're going to make 10 of these. And then, so, yeah. I did the wrong thing. There we go. I just got to be able to read to do this job correctly. And then we'll put all of our names in here. So kind of the same thing as what we did before, but instead of putting them in Tyler, now we're going to put them in Wirecast. And then, so what we're telling it is, we're telling the Stream Deck, okay, so this one is, so we're putting the jersey number, so that's number 3. Trevor just put a dummy one in there, but number 3, and then we're telling it it's in main layer 2, which is true. And then in layer 2, what number tile is it? It is 1 through, I think, 100. So in this case, it's number 1 tile in layer number 2. And we just label all of them like that, and as long as we tell it correctly, then it'll all populate it. So. Get my picture I took in batting order. They gave me were last names, so then I gotta go on here to find their first name. And they didn't give me any numbers either. Fancy. Alright. So this. There we go. And then the next thing you're just waiting for is just to hear Gene. And then once that happens, then we'll work on, because his audio is always a little bit tricky for some reason. Mainly, I think I told you this, but he doesn't know how to work his mixer, so he's just kind of guessing. And then off it goes. So it's a strategy, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of put something in there and say this is what people are going to get today. We don't do it like that, but that's what he does sometimes. Okay. What class do you take with Mr. Trinkler? What is like
right now? It's not really like a tech like computer class. He teaches AP Human Geo, and so
what
I
do
actually
you do
have
there?
yeah basically you just learn about like different cultures around the world,
Oh, I see.
languages, stuff like that.
I see. Okay.
The AP exam's actually May 5th, so Cinco de Mayo.
So next week, like
Yep.
coming up.
Tuesday.
So you better know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Good.
I like his classes, so I pay attention a lot.
He seems like he'd be a fun teacher, right?
Yeah.
Is that kind of the case?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also usually like once every other week he brings in some like special like sourdough bread for the class to eat. Yeah.
That he makes?
Yeah.
Does it have some connection to what you're learning?
Yeah, kind of just like different cultures, foods and stuff.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So he brings like different types of like breads that he makes by himself. So.
Gotcha.
Well, him and his wife. But,
Yeah. Cool.
yeah.
That's fun. Something a little different.
Yeah.
Keep you interested. So every week he brings in, or
it might be every other week.
Oh, okay.
It might be a little inconsistent. Like some weeks he brings it, sometimes he does not.
whenever he's got some extra time.
Yep.
Or remembers to do it.
Yeah.
Note to self, this would be much easier if I had a picture of the lineup that actually had the numbers. Oh, Langhoff. Oh, there it is. Okay. Do you know Dylan Langhoff?
Yeah, he's on my JV basketball team this year.
Is he the same grade you are?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, a young team this year from Marshfield.
Yeah. Well, that's all right.
We got
Nothing wrong with that.
2 freshmen, I believe. Zaleski and Will.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, if they earn the spot, right?
Yeah.
If they're the better player, then that's who should play.
I mean, for what I heard, they've been performing pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I've seen a few of the games. I think so. Well, Jackson's mom says for sure we're not related, but I dispute her. Especially if he's playing good, then we're for sure related.
Yeah. Well, of course.
Yeah. Number 1. Alright, pitcher is Uga. Here, so then for him I gotta go dash P. Okay, so I've got my 9 batters in here, right?
Yep.
Just with their same format we had in Tyler. Now I gotta match them all up here. So for this, this is actually 18. He's in 1. Okay, good. Now, gotta paste it. The next guy. The numbers. So we got a thing with numbers on it. Right. So you're number 9. Oops. And then I tell it it's a main layer. It is a main layer 2, but it's the second tile. So now, so we can't, well, shoot. remember seeing this. Oh well. Take, so there's rye. One.
Oh, rye is on one. It says out there. I think when you duplicated it, it pushes back one. Because 18 was your first one, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't like that. Well, that's easy enough. We just swap
Yeah.
around. Okay, that's why it wasn't making any sense. Okay. So there. Yep. So Dennis. Right. So that's it. Yeah. As long as you do it right. And for some reason I took our game graphic off there, so people didn't see me bumbling around over here. Alright. Yeah, so let's see how that works. So copy, paste. Oh, I probably just didn't click it. That was probably my fault. Okay. So Lop now is number 29. He is in pile 3. Alright. Cancel. Paste. Alright. This guy is Stockwell. He's number 8. Oh. Why did it do that? I don't know why it's doing that. I gotta see what I'm doing. Why not? So it doesn't match me, but interesting.
I think maybe when you paste it, it like keeps you on the tile and you actually have
Yeah.
to manually click off of it.
Well, let's find out here. So paste. So I clicked here. Let's see. So Stashik. Stashik is 21. I just didn't do it right. That's all. Easy as that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this guy will be 6. That is Levinsky. He's 24. He's in number 6. Moran is 15. Whoops. He's in tile 7. Hopefully. We'll find out, right? Once I hit the buttons when he comes up. Let's see if I got it right. Bierke, 32. And he's in tile 8, of course. And this guy is Barth. He's number 10. He's the last batter, so he's got to be number 9. There we go. Alright, and then Marshfield. See, I don't remember how to put the logos in. I'm too far behind. So, we won't worry about that today. But that's just for our information on there anyway. Sometimes it's easier to so you don't make a mistake. But alright, so Sadowska is 3, and he's in layer 3, spot number 1. So paste. So then at least it stays in 3, so it keeps a bit of a shortcut there for us. Dugar is 13. He's number 2 in the order. Anderson is number 7. 3 in the order. There we go. You're currently a sophomore?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. For some reason I kept thinking you were a junior, but I'm like, no, that's a, oh, see, it did it. It just did it. How did it do that? Huh. Wacky. Alright. I guess I no problem. I'll just put you there where you're going. 1. Oh. Yeah. Well, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Back to Boomer. What number? Yeah, it'd be way easier if I took a picture of the roster. You're 13. It's like it didn't save it.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. 7, 3, 10, 4. Okay. So, here. 5, shoddy. Number 9. But when I'm watching, then they stay. So I don't know. I think it's tricking me. It knows I'm not. There's my cousin right there. His name is Keith. Mom doesn't drink ski. I mean, what does mom know things. What does she know? She doesn't know anything. And it's not even her name, right? She got married, so what would she even know? She doesn't. Hallen? Is that how he says his name? Lucas
Halen.
Halen? Halen? Okay. Ah, see, I got mixed up here. Okay. Let's get here. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay, I already had it. Tyler, you are 22. 8. The last guy. John, he's number 1. Just ask him, he'll tell you. That's it. So we should be good. Should be good with those. So that means just keep those there for now. Turn that on. So this is our game, right? So this is the screen, just up here big, so we can always keep an eye on it. And then let's take, are you ready? We're going to take a little field trip up to the press box.
All right.
We're going to make sure that screen up there is also clear. We're all the way down here.
Yep.
All right, what do you think?
It's pretty good.
I hope so. I hope so. All right, we got 20 minutes. Gene usually starts at 15 minutes before, so he should start in about 7 minutes. Or at least with, pre-records like some stuff, and he'll start playing it. So.
Yep.
Let's see, there's a switch if you want that's on this cord, like behind the TV. If you want, it doesn't matter to me, but if you turn it on, there's a light.
Oh, nice.
So whatever. Some people like it to be dim, so whatever you want, doesn't matter to me.
I kind of like it like this.
Good. Cool. I'm okay with it. That's where that is. That's all I'll teach you for now. Yeah, so eventually we'll hang a TV here on this. So hang a TV, we'll put a table here, and then the person that'll run instant replay, they'll sit right here. Yeah. So more to come on that later though. We're a few weeks away from that. Mainly because I just want to get you and Bella comfortable with the idea that you can walk in here and get this all turned on.
Yep.
Okay. And that's going to be a few weeks, because this is a few more steps beyond what you've been doing. So, but I think I told you this when you first started. Everyone else that sat in that chair had their first day just in case, turn those green buttons on those. I don't think that's it, but
And then turn the fourth one off.
I just leave it like it is. That's fine. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that those headphone buttons are just for a headphone like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear him.
Nope, that's me.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
Oh, so that is one. Okay, well that's so we.
It's if you can limit the number of guys on base, you should be able to stay in every game.
With a pitching staff that's kind of untested, tell us about the importance of a guy like Mason Anderson behind the plate.
Yeah, no, this is Mason's third year behind the plate, and he's really the heartbeat of the team along with Jake Sadowska. Mason, he's not afraid to talk to the pitchers. He's not afraid to tell myself or Coach Metz what's going on out there. He really handles the staff really well. We also have a freshman, Jackson Zaleski, that's catching a little bit when Mason is pitching, and he's got a real bright future here. Just an excellent catcher with a good arm, and only a freshman.
Well, Coach, your team doing quite well in conference play this year, 5-1 right now in the league. What about the non-conference schedule? It's been rather tough. Tell us how that's prepared you for league play this year.
Yeah, we played Hudson, and Hudson's got 3 guys that are going to Division I scholarships, and playing teams like that, and we've got Chippewa and Eau Claire North and doubleheaders, along with Menominee, and those are all quality teams. So, I don't think there's any other teams around that have a tougher non-conference schedule than we do, and sometimes that's frustrating. But in the long run, it's gets people battle tested.
Pre-game comments from Marshfield Tiger baseball coach John Southworth. Tigers facing Wausau East in Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball action today. The Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball standings as of today: Stevens Point in first place at 4-0, Marshfield second at 5-1, DC Everest third at 2-1, Wisconsin Rapids fourth at 2-4, Wausau West fifth, 1-4, and Wausau East in sixth place, 1 win and 5 losses. Marshfield and Wausau East baseball today here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. And back with more of our pregame report following these messages.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Rather cool day today, but baseball nonetheless this afternoon here in Marshfield. Marshfield Tigers and Wausau East Lumberjacks meeting in this matchup today. Also baseball across town. The Columbus Dons facing the Thorpe Owen Withee Ball Club at Safford Field in Marshfield today. Wausau East being introduced. Marshfield Tigers coming up next. Once again, other games around central Wisconsin today. Thorpe Owen Withee is at Columbus. That game at Safford Field this afternoon. Spencer at Gilman today. Loyal and Neelsville Granton meet today at Neelsville. Our broadcast of that game now underway on 92.7 FM WPKG. Elk Mound at Stanley Boyd this afternoon. Marathon at Stratford. Assumption playing at Auburndale today. Athens at Abbotsford Colby. Prentice at Rib Lake. Phillips at Shawamigan. Edgar at Wild Rose. Pittsfield at Pacelli. Rhinelander at Tomahawk. High school baseball action around central Wisconsin today. Marshfield Tigers playing quite well early in the season with a young ball club. in second place in the Wisconsin Valley Conference, 5-1 in league play, 5-4 overall so far this year. Marshfield with their white uniforms, white jerseys, white pants today. Wausau East with red jerseys and white pants for this ball game this afternoon. Marshfield and Wausau East, Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball today here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. And before we get this ball game underway, let's take a few moments for our national anthem.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Severs to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
At second base, John Will. At shortstop, Jacob Sadowska. At third base, third baseman for the Tigers, Jackson Zaleski. In right field, Tyler Kumm. In center field, Jackson Wernberg. In left field, Lucas Halen. The catcher is Mason Anderson. And on the mound for Marshfield is right-hander Dayton Bugar. Bugar this year making his 4th appearance of the year. He is 1-2 with a 5.92 earned run average. He has thrown 13 innings for Marshfield, allowed 14 runs, 11 earned on 19 hits. Walked 10, struck out 10. Right-hander Dayton Bugar on the mound for the Marshfield Tigers this afternoon.
Eric Brost and Mark Brost.
Our umpires today, the father-son combination from Auburndale, former Auburndale baseball coach Mark Brost, and his son Eric Brost, umpiring the ball game today. I believe Mark is behind home plate. Eric on the bases for this ball game this evening. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s right now, 47 degrees. Winds from the northwest, 11 miles an hour. Cloudy skies. Wind should not be a big factor in this ball game today. Fans are here in good numbers, bundled up a bit, and set for baseball this afternoon here at Jack Hackman Field. Leadoff man for Wausau East is the center fielder James Dennis. Batting left-handed, Dennis in conference play this year is batting 143. Dayton Bugar on the mound for Marshfield. Dayton gets set, winds and throws. A breaking ball, low and outside, ball one. Play underway here at Jack Hackman Field, Marshfield, and Wausau East this afternoon. Here is the 1-0 delivery. A big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. The new scoreboard now operating in right field, courtesy of Sanford Health and Marshfield Clinic. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Bugar throws once again right down the middle for a called strike 2. We got many years of service from that old scoreboard, but this new one quite nice as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Bugar winds and delivers. Fastball missed low and inside. And a count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dayton Bugar, one of several young men emerging as top pitchers on this Marshfield ball club this season. Now he throws 2-2, ground ball first base side, 1 hop by Dylan Langhoff. He'll step on the bag for out number 1. 1 out in the Wausau East first inning.
Cam Rye.
Batter from Wausau East, the shortstop Cam Rye, one of their better hitters, batting .417 with 1 RBI this year. Rye stands in, batting right-handed. Wausau East only batting .241 as a team this year. Fastball, half swing and a miss. Nothing in 1 on Cam Rye. So he's struggling a bit on the offensive side. Rye is not, but his teammates, many of them having a tough start this year. Bugar throws again. Breaking ball got the inside corner. Called strike 2. Wausau East has 3 or 4 ball players batting over 300. The other is well down in the low 200s, if not below that. 0-2 pitch, a big curveball, breaks a bit high and tight for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Cam Rye. He stands back in there. Bugar into his motion, winds, throws once again, grounded foul to the first base side. Some other games being shown today on ZaleskiSports.com. Columbus and Thorpe and Withee in that baseball game today at Safford Field. That contest just starting. You can see that on ZaleskiSports.com. 1-2 curveball, a big swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Bugar, and Rye out on strikes. Bugar's first strikeout this evening. Here comes the Wausau East first baseman Ethan Lopnow, batting .167 with 2 RBIs this year. Lopnow batting left-handed. Bugar into his motion. He now throws. Curveball over for a called strike 1. Wausau East batting, top of the first. No score here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. 0-1 pitch to Lopnow on the way. Miss low and inside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Other baseball games today on ZaleskiSports.com. DC Everest at Stevens Point. Big one over there in Stevens Point today in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. 1-1 pitch, high hopper first base side, picked up by Langhoff, drops the ball, picks it back up, and steps on the bag to end the inning. So Langhoff gets 2 ground balls in the first inning
For the Lumberjacks, the first
and
inning,
handles
no
them well
runs,
for
no hits, nobody
Marshfield.
left.
Wausau East in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After a half inning of baseball, our score is Wausau East 0, the Marshfield Tigers coming to bat. We'll come back to Jack Hackman Field and more baseball in just a minute.
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Wausau East on the field, defensively for the Lumberjacks today. At first base, Dylan Langhoff. At second base, that's Marshfield, maybe the Wausau East defense. For Wausau East at first base, Ethan Lopnow. At second base, Anders Bjerke. At shortstop, Cam Rye. At third base, Connor Lemerand. In right fielder, Mav Ekstrom. In center field, James Dennis. In left field, Kaylor Barth. The catcher, Gage Stockwell. On the mound, right-hander Logan Glavinsky. In conference play this year, Glavinsky is 0-1 with a 2.80 ERA. He's thrown 5 innings, allowed 3 runs, 2 earned on 4 hits, walked 6 and struck out 2. Right-hander Logan Glavinsky on the mound for Wausau East this afternoon. Fans still streaming in, some sunshine peeking out from time to time. Rather cloudy day, but it's sunlight from time to time. As we watch baseball here at Jack Hackman Field today. Leadoff man for Marshfield here in the first is shortstop Jacob Sadowska. Jacob batting left-handed. He's batting .467 this year with 8 runs batted in. Levinsky working from the windup. And here is his first pitch. Ground ball towards shortstop. Picked up by Cam Rye. Fires to first base in time for the out. Hit well by Sadowska, but right at Cam Rye for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out in the Marshfield first. The pitcher Dayton Bugard now batting, hitting .250 with 6 RBIs this year. Levinsky in his motion. Throws as a fly ball towards left field. Barth comes on quickly and grabs it for the out. So 2 pitches and 2 outs in the Marshfield first inning. Tiger batter now, catcher Mason Anderson, hitting .357 with 10 RBIs for the Tigers. Levinsky gets set and throws high for ball 1. No score, Marshfield batting last half of the first. Bases empty and 2 outs here at Jack Hackman Field. The 1-0 pitch on the way. In there for a call strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mentioning those games today on ZaleskiSports.com, Loyal at Neilsville, Granton, Marathon at Stratford, Pittsfield at Pachilli. All baseball games today on ZaleskiSports.com. 1-1 pitch popped up into shallow center field. Dennis, the center fielder, comes in, gets there, makes the catch to end the inning. A quick first inning for Wausau East starter Logan Glavinsky. Marshfield with no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 1 inning, our score is Marshfield 0, Wausau East 0. And back with more baseball in just a moment.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neilsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Good to have you with us for baseball today on WOSQ and ZaleskiSports.com. Marshfield and Wausau East square off today in this Wisconsin Valley Conference matchup. Wausau East batting, top half of the second inning. 4 or 5, 6 men due up against Marshfield right-hander Dayton Bugar.
Leading off for Wausau East, Gage Stockwell.
Leadoff man for Wausau East here in the second. Catcher Gage Stockwell batting .200 with 1 RBI in conference play this year. Stockwell, the cleanup man, batting right-handed against Dayton Bugar of Marshfield. Bugar winds and delivers. Up and in for ball 1. East nothing, Marshfield nothing. East batting top of the second here at Jack Ackman Field. 1-0 pitch, popped up on the left side. Third baseman Jackson Zaleski will call and grab it for the out. 1 man down in the Wausau East second.
For 21, Tyler Stashik.
The DH Tyler Stasic now batting, hitting .417 with 4 RBIs for the Lumberjacks. Batting right-handed. Bugar gets ready, winds and throws. Down low for ball 1. On this date in 1946, Bob Feller, pitching for the Cleveland Indians, tossed a no-hitter against the New York Yankees. Bugar throws again, a swing and a foul to the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike. That was his second Major League no-hitter. Beat the Yankees 1-0 on a 9th inning home run by Frankie Hayes of the Indians. 1-1 pitch on the way. Over at the letters, a call strike, 1-2. Feller had served 4 years in the Navy, so was just coming back to Major League Baseball competition. 1-2 delivery, a big curveball high and outside for ball, 2-2. And Feller was very active in the Navy. He was in combat during World War II. Stationed in the Pacific on an aircraft carrier. Here's a swing and a miss. And Stasic out on strikes. Bugar's second strikeout.
24, Logan Glavinsky.
Pitcher Logan Glavinsky now batting for Wausau East, batting .182 with 1 RBI. So Bob Feller returning from the war and showed no ill effects, tossing a no-hitter on this date in 1946. Bugar winds and throws here. Line shot towards center field. Wernberg comes on quickly, dives, and smothers it, and he will be given credit for the out. A great diving catch in center field by Jackson Wernberg to end the inning. Jackson dove and got that ball at shoe-top level. A great defensive play by Jackson Wernberg to retire the side. In the second for Wausau East, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 1.5 innings of play, our score is East nothing, Marshfield nothing. And more baseball coming up in just a moment.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Baseball action this afternoon here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield and Wausau East meeting in Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball today.
Leading off for the Tigers, number 10, Dylan Langhoff.
Leadoff man for Marshfield here in the second is the cleanup hitter, first baseman Dylan Langhoff. Batting .400 with 6 RBIs for Marshfield this year. Right-hander Logan Glavinsky on the mound for Wausau East. He winds and throws and misses low and outside for ball 1. No score in this ball game. Marshfield batting bottom half of the second here at Jack Hackman Field. Glavinsky ready, throws once again. Ground ball left side. The shortstop Rye in the hole will grab it, turns and fires to first base and throws late. Ball is bobbled by the first baseman Lopnow, but Langhoff beat the throw anyway, so we'll give him an infield hit on the play. Marshfield has a 1-out base runner for the DH Bryce Shoddy, hitting .400 with 2 RBIs. Bryce batting left-handed, digs in. Glavinsky working from the stretch, short lead by Langhoff at first base. Glavinsky now throws on the outside corner for a called strike 1. The way Glavinsky is throwing, it almost looks like he might be throwing a specialty pitch of some sort, maybe a knuckleball. He's kind of floating the ball up there a little bit. No balls, 1 strike the count. Next pitch, a curveball hit to the first base side, but rolling foul. Count now 0-2. Wind blowing pretty good right now, 11 miles an hour when the ball game began. It might be more than that at this point. Shoddy back in there, no balls, 2 strikes. Glavinsky checks the base runner. Throws once again, ground ball second base, picked up by Bjerke. He'll play to first base in time for the out. Slow roller, and so no chance to get Langhoff at second. So the Lumberjacks take the out at first base, out number 1.
Jackson Zaleski.
And Langhoff moves to second base on that ground out. Marshfield batter now is third baseman Jackson Zaleski, hitting .250 with 5 RBIs. Batting right-handed. Glavinsky working from the stretch. Now delivers a big breaking ball high for ball 1. No score, Marshfield batting. Bottom half of the second. Langhoff at second base and 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes on Jackson Zaleski. Stands in once again. And Glavinsky throws. High fly ball going deep but foul down the right field line on a play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Zaleski, one of the younger ball players on this Marshfield roster, done quite a job at third base and is a backup catcher this year. Next pitch on the way. On the outside corner, called strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes here. Once again, former Auburndale baseball coach Mark Brost calling balls and strikes for us today. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Glavinsky gets set. Here's a big breaking ball missing high and tight for a ball. 2-2. Glavinsky has thrown pretty well this year, 2.80 ERA. One of the Lumberjacks' more effective hurlers so far this year. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zaleski back in there. And Glavinsky fires again. Ground ball third base side, but just foul. Just outside the bag, still 2-2. Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball today on WOSQ. Brought to us by Felger Brothers Corporation of Marshfield. They offer the complete combination in stainless steel piping products, pipe, tube, fittings, and custom fabrication at Felger Brothers of Marshfield. Still 2-2 on Jackson Zaleski. He digs back in again. Langhoff edging off second base, and Glavinsky will check him. And again, the 2-2 pitch. A big swing and a foul at the plate. Got a piece of it. Big breaking ball, and Jackson in on the fists. Tips the ball foul behind home plate. Stays alive at 2-2. Tigers beat this East Ball Club a couple of days ago 18-1. This one's so far a bit closer. Again, the 2-2 pitch. Line to center field for a base hit. Langhoff to third base. The ball overrun by the center fielder, Dennis. And now Langhoff will try to score. He will come home. Base hit for Jackson Zaleski plates a run. And Marshfield leads 1-0. As of right now, that should be an unearned run. I don't know if they'll give Zaleski an RBI in that play or not. Looks like they may do that. There is no error on the board, as Dennis misplayed the ball, but they'll give it a straight hit all the way. And an RBI for Zaleski. Left fielder Lucas Halen now stands in for Marshfield, batting .222 this year. First pitch down low for a ball. So Langhoff scores on the base hit by Zaleski. Marshfield leads 1-0. Zaleski at first base, only one out. 1 ball, no strikes on Lucas Halen. Levinsky ready, goes to first base, and Zaleski dives back in. Again, the center fielder Dennis bobbled that ball, and it appeared that Langhoff might stop at third base. When he realized that Dennis had mishandled the ball, then he took off and scored on the play. So you could argue that'd be a single and an error and no RBI. Here's the 1-0 pitch. A big swing and a miss, 1-1. But the official scores here, we're going to give Zaleski the base hit all the way. And so on that ruling, Zaleski does get an RBI on the play. 1 ball, 1 strike on Lucas Halen. Zaleski off first base. Levinsky will check him. Turns and goes to first base, and Jackson dives in safely. He was leaning the wrong way, but the toss to first base a bit high, and so Jackson dives back in safely. Time called as Jackson gets some dirt out of his jersey after diving back into the bag. Still 1-1 on Lucas Halen. Good lead at first base by Zaleski. Levinsky looks over. He is going, pitch on the way, is lined down the right field line, curving and falling in fair ground in the right field corner. Zaleski to third base, he'll be held right there. A single for Lucas Halen. Marshfield has base runners at first and third with only 1 out. Hit hard the opposite way by Lucas Halen. And Marshfield has men at the corners for right fielder Tyler Cum. Batting left-handed, Tyler hitting .250 with 5 RBIs this year. Looks like East might play the infield halfway here. Cum stands in there as Levinsky goes back to the stretch. Runners take their leads at first and third. Now Levinsky throws and misses high for ball 1. Marshfield leads at 1-0. Tigers batting bottom half of the second. Base runners at first and third. And only 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes on Tyler Cum. Pitch on the way. Low and inside. Blocked by the catcher, Stockwell. And the count now 2 balls, no strikes. Come looking at third base for a sign from Coach Southworth and gets none. So he stands back in. Runners take their leads at first and third. Levinsky set once again, now delivers. Low and inside for ball 3. And coming now ahead on the count, 3 balls, no strikes. Good scoring chance here for Marshfield. 1 run already in here in the second. 3-0 on Tyler Cum. Levinsky again from the stretch. Delivers high and outside, ball 4 to load the bases. Come walks, sending Halen to second base.
Number 1, John
Zaleski already at third. And the Tiger batter is second baseman John Will, hitting .350 with 1 RBI this season. Levinsky now working from the wind-up position. Runners getting good leads. Pitch on the way, a big swing and a miss for strike 1. Zaleski at third. Halen at second, come at first with 1 out. 1 run already in here in the Tiger second inning. 0-1 on John Will. Levinsky from the windup. Now delivers a curveball, a big swing and a miss again. 0-2 on John Will. Again, John only a freshman, perhaps not used to seeing some breaking balls like this from Levinsky. He's behind 0-2. John back in the box. And Levinsky winds and throws. A swing and a miss again on an off-speed pitch. And Will out on strikes. Levinsky's first strikeout today.
Number 3.
Brings up Marshfield leadoff man Jacob Sadowska, who bounced to short his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Tiger leadoff man in a good RBI spot right here. Levinsky winds and throws a breaking ball, missing high for ball 1. Tigers lead 1-0 as they bat bottom half of the second. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes on Jacob Sadowska. Levinsky again from the windup. Now delivers, fouled back to the screen. Good cut by Jacob. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jacob on his way to play college baseball next season at UW Superior. Should do well up there for the Yellow Jackets. Ball and a strike on Sadowska. Now Levinsky gets set and throws a curveball again up and in and hit him in the arm. That ball came inside on Jacob, hit him on the shoulder. So an easy RBI for Jake Sadowska. Hit by the pitch. Zaleski scores from third base.
13, Dagan Hugar.
Halen goes to third. Come to second. Sadowska at first base. Pitcher Dayton Bugar now batting. Dayton flied to left his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Base is still loaded. Now with 2 outs, and Levinsky from the windup. Readies himself and now throws. A shot to left center field. That will drop for a base hit. Halen is in. Come rounding third base. He'll come home as well. Sadowska stops at second base, but a 2-run single for Dayton Bugar puts Marshfield on top 4-0. Tigers score 4 here in the second inning.
Number 7.
And may not be done.
Anderson.
We'll have a runner now for the pitcher Bugar. Brody Carl will serve as the courtesy runner for Dayton Bugar. Brody, normally the Tiger center fielder, taking the day off today. He'll be the courtesy runner here. Mason Anderson, 9th man to bat for Marshfield here in the second inning. Mason fly to center his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Still 2 men out there on the bases for Marshfield as Anderson stands in. Levinsky stays in the windup here and now steps off. As he says, maybe I should not be in the windup, I should be in the stretch here. So he'll move to the stretch here. Levinsky ready and fires. Swung on, fell back for strike 1. Marshfield now on top 4-0. Tigers batting. Bottom half of the second. Runners at first and second and 2 outs. Anderson, the 9th man to bat for Marshfield here in the second inning. He's behind, no balls, 1 strike. Levinsky back in the stretch once again. He steps off as Sadowski at second base doing a lot of dancing down there, trying to distract the pitcher. 0-1 on Mason Anderson. Digs in once again. Runners lead at first and second. Levinsky really taking his time here. Now goes to the belt. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped up near the mound. And now going to foul ground and caught by the catcher Stockwell along the first base foul line to end the inning. But Marshfield sends 9 men to bat here in the second. The Tigers score 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors, a walk, a hit batter, and 2 men left on base. After 2 innings, our score is Marshfield 4 and Wausau East nothing. More baseball coming up in just a moment.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Afternoon baseball today here at Jack Hackman Field. Marshfield Tigers and Wausau East Lumberjacks meeting in this matchup today. Tigers lead by 4 as Wausau East bats in the third inning. 7, 8, 9 men coming up for Wausau East here in the third. The leadoff man is third baseman Connor Lemoran, batting .300 with 2 RBIs for Wausau East this season.
15, Connor Lemoran.
Lemoran batting right-handed. Dayton Bugar on the mound for Marshfield. Winds and throws, popped up behind home plate. Anderson has a look, but the ball falls out of play for strike 1. It's Marshfield 4, Wausau East nothing. East batting top of the third here at Jack Hackman Field. Dayton Bugar throwing for Marshfield. Sets and throws again. On the outside corner, call strike, 0-2. High school baseball today on WOSQ, Spencer Marshfield, and ZaleskiSports.com. Here's the 0-2 pitch, foul back. I'm Gene Delisio. Marshfield and Wausau East meeting in this matchup this afternoon. Nice day for baseball, bit on the chilly side, but fans a bit bundled up watching baseball this afternoon. Bugar throws a curveball here, a big swing, and a foul tip. Lemoran stays alive, got a piece of it. Stays alive at no balls and 2 strikes. Bugar working from the windup. He now throws a breaking ball, missed outside for ball. 1-2. You see so many pitchers these days go from the stretch at all times, so that windup sometimes can be a bit different to see. Here's a high hopper left side. Zaleski will charge, scoop it up, fires to first base quickly, but late. Infield hit for Connor Lemoran. Good job by Jackson Zaleski to get into that ball, making a good throw, but not much of a chance to retire Lemoran on that ball that was not hit very hard.
Bjarke.
The second baseman, Anders Bjerke, now batting for Wausau East. His first at-bat in conference play this year. Lemrand is East's first base runner. Takes a good lead there. Bugar throws a curveball over for called strike one. That roller by Lemrand, Wausau East's first hit today. 0-1 on Anders Bjerke. Bugar throws again, fly ball to right field. Comes on near the line, makes the catch for the out. And Lemrand scampers back to first base. One man down. And the left fielder, Kaylor Barth, now batting for Wausau East.
Tyler Barth.
Barth batting .222 with 1 RBI for East this year. Stepping in right-handed. Bugar from the stretch. He now throws a breaking ball that missed just inside for ball one. Marshfield leads at 4-0. East batting. Top of the third, 1 out, 1 on. 0-1 on Anders Bjerke. And the pitch by Bugar rides a bit high for ball, 1 strike. I'd like to salute some of the young men from our area who made the All-Conference football team this year in the North Central Conference East Division. That's 8-man football. Pitch on the way, rides outside for ball, 2-1. Owen with the Thorpe and Gilman play in that league during the football season. 2 balls, 1 strike on Kyler Barth. And the pitch low into the screen, gets away from Anderson. And Lemrand takes second base. Barth going on to first base, so they're going to rule that ball apparently hit him. Barth hit by a pitch.
18, James Dennis.
And so Lemrand takes second base on the play. Runners at first and second. With only 1 out, leadoff man James Dennis batting. Bounce to Langhoff at first base, his first time up. Bugar from the stretch. Throws high and tight for ball 1. Owen Withey had 2 men on the All-Conference first team this year. Offensive lineman Jack Wendler and defensive back Clay Mueller. A good job for the Blackhawks this year. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Pop foul on the third base side of the play. 1-1. On the second team from Owen Withey, running back Talon Mueller. Offensive lineman Jordan Wolf and punter Winston Paler. And it's back in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Big lead at first base by Barth, not being held by Langhoff. Bugar now throws a line drive deep but foul on the left side of the play. 1-2. Owen Withey also has 3 men on the All-Conference honorable mention team. Offensive lineman Aaron Sanchez, Winston Paler as a wide receiver, and Talon Mueller as a linebacker. The 1-2 pitch to Dennis. Pop foul to the screen. Stays alive at 1-2. 1 Thorpe player on the All-Conference second team, wide receiver Cooper Rosemeyer. And a number of Thorpe players on the All-Conference honorable mention team for this year. Bugar again from the stretch. Delivers 1-2, curveball outside for ball. 2-2. Running back Chasen Filson. Offensive lineman Connor Anderson and Daniel Lechtleitner. Receivers Tiasa Rojafera and Nolan Lazinski. Defensive lineman Blake Shiakosh. All conference honorable mention from Thorpe. There's a curveball whacked foul again to the screen. And it stays alive at 2-2. Conference Offensive Player of the Year, running back Dawson Moulton of McDonald. Defensive Player of the Year, defensive lineman Colby Keepers of Gilman. And Robin Rosemeyer of Gilman, the Coach of the Year in the North Central Conference East Division. 2-2 on James Dennis. Bugar throws again, whacked on the left field line, foul again. Stays alive at 2-2. Runners take their leads at first and second. Bugar from the stretch. Throws again a big swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch by Bugar. And Dennis out on strikes, his the third strikeout for Dayton Bugar today.
Number 9.
Two down. The shortstop Cam Ryan now batting, struck out his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. Ryan coming in this ball game hitting .417, so he's capable with the bat. Pitch by Bugar, rise high and outside for ball 1. Marshfield 4, Wausau East nothing. East batting. Top half of the third, 2 out, 2 on. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-hander Dayton Bugar throwing for Marshfield today. Sets himself and delivers. Missed inside, tossed to first base is late as Barth dives back in safely. Two balls, 1 strike on Cam Rye. Digs in once again. Bugar ready and throws. Low for a ball. And the count now 3-1. Mason Anderson trots out in front of home plate as he makes that return throw. Pointing out something to Bugar on his return throw. The count now 3-1. Rye stands back in there. And Bugar throws again. Popped up on the right side. And first baseman Dylan Langhoff called up on the second baseman Will. He'll grab it to end the inning. So Wausau East threatens, but they do not score here in the third. Lumberjacks get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, a hit batter, 2 men left on base. We now play 2.5 innings, and our score is Marshfield 4, Wausau East nothing. And more baseball coming up in just a moment.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Keep your dial right here on WOSQ and ZaleskiSports.com. Baseball this afternoon from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield Tigers and Wausau East Lumberjacks meeting this afternoon. Leadoff man for Marshfield here in the third. First baseman Dylan Langhoff. He singled and scored his first time up. 1 for 1. Right-hander Logan Glavinsky throwing for Wausau East today, now at 33 pitches through 2 innings. Glavinsky winds and throws. High and outside, ball 1. Marshfield on top 4-0. Tigers are batting in the bottom half of the third inning. Next pitch on the way, low and outside for ball. 2-0. See that the new scoreboard has a pitch count for both ball clubs. I guess that's important these days in high school age baseball. Levinsky now throws 2-0 inside for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Langhoff, the cleanup man in the Tiger batting order today, stands back in there once again. And Levinsky throws a breaking ball and got the outside corner for a called strike, 3-1. Dylan Langhoff, the Tiger cleanup hitter, a 400 hitter so far this year. Batting left-handed. Pitch by Glavinsky. High fly ball in foul ground in the left field line. And no play for the third baseman Lemoran or the left fielder Barth, both converging, but could not reach it. Ball falls out of play. And the count now is full of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Langhoff in the box once again. And Glavinsky throws. A line shot to right center field for a base hit. Played back in by James Dennis, and Dylan Langhoff has his second hit of this ball game.
Number 9, Bryce Sade.
That's 5 hits for Marshfield today, all singles. The DH, Bryce Shoddy, now batting. Bryce bounced to second base back in the second inning, rather. He's 0 for 1. Another left-handed batter. Levinsky working from the stretch. Shoddy shows bunt. Bunt's third base side. A good one. Picked up by Glavinsky. He'll fire to first base. And just in time for the out. On the play, Langhoff takes second base. Nice sacrifice bunt by Bryce Shoddy. That's out number 1.
Zaleski.
And Tiger third baseman Jackson Zaleski now batting. Jackson had an RBI base hit. No, he singled his first time up and scored. And did get an RBI on that base hit back in the second, so he's 1 for 1. Takes a pitch here, over for called strike 1. Marshfield on top, 4-0. Tigers batting bottom half of the third. Langhoff at second base, 1 out. Levinsky working from the stretch. Now throws 0-1, line to right field, and knocked down by the first baseman Lopnow. He'll step on the bag for the out. That was a low line drive. Lopnow got that ball in his glove, but it just popped away.
18, Lucas
And so he picked it back up and stepped on first base to retire Zaleski for out number 2. But since Langhoff at second base thought that ball would be caught by Lopnow, he held his ground. So he's still at second base with 2 outs for left fielder Lucas Hanlon, who singled and scored his first time up. Levinsky throws here, ground ball to center field for a base hit. Langhoff rounding third base. They'll try to score. Here comes the throw by Dennis. It's up the line. Langhoff is in, and on the throw, Hanlon takes second base. RBI base hit for Lucas Hanlon. Marshfield now on top, 5-0.
22, Tyler, come.
As Langhoff scores from second base on that base hit by Lucas Hanlon. The batter now is right fielder Tyler Cum, walked and scored his first time up. Tyler hitting left-handed, slightly open stance. Levinsky taking his time here, getting his sign. Now goes to the belt and delivers. Ground ball to first base. Knocked down by the first baseman Lopnow. He'll step on the bag to end the inning. In the third for Marshfield, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, 1 man left on base. Our line score through 3 innings, Marshfield 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 3 men left on base. Wausau East, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. The Lumberjacks have left 2. We'll come back with more baseball from Jack Hackman Field following these messages.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Rigel Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield, your local Amana dealer. Call Rigel Plumbing and Heating today to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter ahead. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Heritage Auto Body has free estimates and works with your insurance. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive in Marshfield.
give it to the people, spread it across the country. Here we go back.
Marshfield leads by 5 as Wausau East bats here in the 4th inning.
Leading on the 4th inning for Wausau East, number 29, Ethan Lopnow.
Here's the East first baseman, Ethan Lopnow. Bounced to first base his first time up, so he is 0 for 1. 3, 4, 5 men do up for Wausau East here in the 4th inning. Lopnow batting left-handed. Dayton Bugar throwing for Marshfield. Winds and delivers a curveball high and outside for ball 1. Marshfield on top 5-0. Wausau East batting top half of the 4th here at Jack Hackman Field. Lopnow back in there, 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch by Bugar, rides high for ball, 2-0. Dayton Bugar now with 48 pitches. We're in the 4th inning, so his pitch count not too bad so far today. The 2-0 delivery, rides high for ball 3, 3-0. Dayton's ERA coming into this ball game 5.92, so that might come down with a strong effort today. Count 3 balls and no strikes. And Bugar throws again. It's in there for a called strike. 3-1. Sunshine now here at Jack Hackman Field. Had some cloudy conditions much of the day, but the sun now peeking through. Here's the 3-1 delivery. A swing and a miss. Count full, 3-2. Fans are still bundled up. It's a bit chilly still, but good to see that sunshine out there. The 3-2 pitch on the way, popped up behind home plate and going out of play. Still 3-2 on Ethan Lopnow. Stands in once again. And Bugar winds and delivers. A big swing and a miss. High fastball. And Lopnow chases for strike 3. 4 strikeouts for Dayton Bugar today. 1 out. The catcher Gage Stockwell batting. He popped to third his first time up, 0 for 1. Stockwell, the Wausau East cleanup man today, batting right-handed. Bugar ready, he now delivers. Curveball breaks across for called strike 1. High school softball action today. Marshfield Tigers are in Wausau, facing Wausau East this afternoon. That ball game is now underway. Here is the 0-1 delivery. A swing and a miss, 0-2. Spencer and Columbus meeting in softball today at Marshfield Fairgrounds Park. That game now underway as well. Colby Abbotsford at Owen Withey. Gilman playing a doubleheader at Loyal Greenwood this afternoon. Bugar throws 0-2, popped up behind home plate. Anderson back near the backstop and can't make a play. Falls just against the base of the backstop, out of play. Count stays 0-2. Other softball games around the area today. Thorpe at Cadott. Bloomer at Stanley Boyd. Marathon at Stratford. Assumption at Auburndale. Newman at Edgar. Phillips at Shawamigan. Millen at Rib Lake. Pittsfield at Pacelli. Bugar throws again, a swing and a miss. Anderson makes the tag for the out. And Bugar now has 5 strikeouts today. Here's the East DH, Tyler Stasek, struck out his first time up 0 for 1. Also in softball today, Mosney is at Medford, Lakeland at Merrill, Rhinelander at Tomahawk. Bugar throws here a curveball with a cross for called strike 1. And Northland Pines at Antigo, high school softball today. 0-1 on Tyler Stasek. He stands in once again. Bugar winds and throws a breaking ball high and outside for ball. East batting top of the 4th. Marshfield on top 5-0. Bases empty and 2 out. 1 ball, 1 strike on Tyler Stasek. Bugar now delivers. High fly ball, foul ground on the right side, hitting out of play. Count stays 0-2 on Tyler Stasek. East looking for base runners, down by 5 here in the 4th inning. Stasic digs in once again. And Bugar winds and delivers a curveball. Nobody in front of home plate. Picked up by Anderson, but he's in foul ground. Catcher Mason Anderson jumps out, grabs it, but he was still in foul territory. So the count on Stasic stays 0-2. He stands back in there. Bugar working from the windup. Dayton now delivers a curveball, a big swing and a miss to end the inning. And Bugar strikes out the side. He now has 6 strikeouts in this ballgame. East in the 4th, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 3.5 innings of baseball, our score is Marshfield 5, Wausau East 0. More baseball coming up following these messages.
Cobuson Bus is hiring its drivers that they need. Cobuson Bus is hiring, it's the perfect job for me.
Cobuson Buses would like to thank all of our school bus drivers throughout the state of Wisconsin for their safe driving. If you would like to make a difference in your community with a fun and rewarding part-time job, apply at cobuson.com.
Cobuson Bus is hiring, it's the perfect job for me.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and scottyspizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
You're listening to Wisconsin Valley Conference Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, as well as ZaleskiSports.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield facing Wausau East today. Wisconsin Valley Conference Baseball, Tigers on top by 5 as Marshfield bats in the bottom half of the 4th inning. 9-1 and 2 batters do it for Marshfield here in the 4th. Leadoff man, second baseman John Will struck out his first time up.
Leading out the 4th inning for Marshfield.
Right-hander Logan Glavinsky on the mound for Wausau East today. Glavinsky working from the windup. Sets and delivers. Over for called strike 1. Marshfield on top 5-0. Tigers batting last half of the 4th. Will back in there. And Glavinsky throws once again, a swing and a miss. 0-2. Tigers with 6 hits today, all singles. Will back in there. Behind 0-2. Pitch on the way, breaking ball falls low. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of blue sky out there now. Good to see that after a rather dreary day today. Levinsky throws once again, up and in for a ball. 2-2. John Will, one of the freshmen on this Marshfield baseball team. We'll see lots of him next several years. Digs in once again. Glavinsky winds and throws. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Glavinsky has struck out 2 today. Both Will. Leadoff man Jacob Sadowska now batting. Jacob 0 for 1. He has bounced to short and also has been hit by a pitch. That came with the bases loaded, so he picked up an RBI on that play. Levinsky throws here. Jacob thinks about a bunt, but takes the one outside for ball 1. Lots of baseball on Friday on ZaleskiSports.com. They have a good number of ball games on their schedule on Friday. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Sadowska. Levinsky throws again. High and away for a ball, 2-0. River Falls at DC Everest. Prentice at Marathon. That's the 5 o'clock game. Then at 7:15, Spencer at Marathon. Marathon facing 2 different opponents at home tomorrow. This pitch high for a ball, 3-0 on Sadowska. Medford plays at Mosinee. Loyola Pacelli, Pittsville at Iola Scandinavia. Baseball on Friday on ZaleskiSports.com. 3-0 on Jacob Sadowska. And Levinsky throws again high and outside for ball 4. So Jacob walks on 4 pitches, the second walk issued by Levinsky today.
13, Dayton Bugar.
Dayton Bugar batting, had a big 2-run single his last time up. Dayton's also flied to left, so he's 1 for 2 on the day. Coach Southworth with some signs at third base as Bugar digs in. Sadowska runs very well at first base, held there by Lopnow. Levinsky with a long look over there at first base. Pitch to Bugar, hit high in the air to the gap in left center field. Dennis in left center field dives but can't make the play. Sadowska to third base, rounding third, he'll try to score, and he'll come home on the play. Bugar stops at second base with a double. Dayton Bugar with a long double to the gap in left center field, drives in a run, and Marshfield now on top 6-0.
Number 7,
Sadowska with outstanding speed scores easily on that play.
courtesy runner for Bugar.
Brody Carl now back in as a courtesy runner for Dayton Bugar. Marshfield batters catcher Mason Anderson. He's fly to center and fouled out. 0 for 2. Klevinsky once again from the stretch. He is ready, now delivers. Line shot to the third baseline. That's a fair ball in the left field corner. Carl rounding third base, he'll come home. Anderson to second base, he'll get there safely with a double. Back-to-back doubles by Bugar and Anderson. And Marshfield now on top 7-0. As Bugar scores easily on that ground ball down the left field line. Here's the Tiger cleanup man, Dylan Langhoff. The first baseman has singled twice and scored twice today, 2 for 2. Two more runs in for Marshfield here in the fourth inning. Klevinsky's working from the stretch. Pitch to Langhoff. Misses outside for ball 1. Marshfield now leads 7-0. Tigers batting bottom half of the fourth. Mason Anderson at second base with only 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes on Dylan Langhoff. Klevinsky ready. And now delivers. Low and outside for ball. 2-0. Tigers with 4 in the second, 1 in the third, so far 2 here in the fourth inning. 2 balls, no strikes on Dylan Langhoff. Klevinsky sets himself once again and throws up and in for ball 3. Count now 3 balls, no strikes. Tigers have 8 hits so far today. Offense has done them well so far this afternoon. 3-0 on Dylan Langhoff. Klevinsky from the stretch. Fires once again. That's over the letters for a called strike, and Langhoff tossed the bat aside, but Mr. Brost calls him back. That's strike 1. The count now 3-1. Langhoff back in there. Anderson leads at second base. Klevinsky will check him. Pitch on the way. In there for called strike 2. Down full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Anderson at second base runs well for a catcher. Takes a good lead down there. Klevinsky will check him. And now fires outside ball 4. So Langhoff draws a base on balls, the third issued by Klevinsky today. The DH, Bryce Shoddy now batting. Shoddy 0 for 1. He's bounced to second and sacrificed today. Time called as Coach John Winter comes from the Wausau East dugout for conference. Looks like Levinsky will be replaced here. And Wausau East will insert a new pitcher. So Levinsky goes the first 3 1/3. And he'll now be replaced. We do not have a new pitcher coming out as of yet. Now Levinsky is coming back out. He may take a new position.
Man, that furnace is just going down and retirement's not working out how we wanted to have it happen. What can we do?
Let's see what Donnie has to say.
At Citizens Financial Services, located at Citizens State Bank, we specialize in developing unique plans for our clients to provide guidance in retirement. A customized plan starts with your goals, your needs, paired with a well-thought-out strategy to address those goals.
I think this is going to work.
To set up a time, call me, Donnie Snyder, at 715-486-8151.
To the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Now pitching for Wausau East, Kyler Barth.
Right-hander Kaler Barth, the new pitcher for Wausau East. It appears that Zach Pearson now playing left field for Wausau East. He comes in to play that spot in place of Barth. We'll give you the line on Klevinsky momentarily.
Zach Pearson.
Bryce Shoddy stands in to face Kaler Barth. Shoddy again has bounced a second and sacrifice. He's 0 for 1. Batting left-handed. Barth pitching from the stretch. He now throws. Ground ball, third base side. A slow roller picked up by Lemerand. He'll toss to first base late and down the right field line. And so Anderson scores. Langhoff right behind him will try to score as well. He'll come in. And Shoddy goes to third base. On a close play, he gets there safely. So Shoddy with an infield hit. But then a throwing error by the third baseman Lemerand allows 2 runs to score as he threw the ball way down the right field foul line. And both Anderson and Langhoff score on that poor throw. And Shoddy goes to third base. Jackson Zaleski now batting with Marshfield on top 9-0. Barth from the stretch. Throws one outside, ball 1. Those runs are charged to Levinsky, but as of right now, they are unearned. 1 ball, no strikes on Jackson Zaleski. Marshfield leads 9-0. Tigers batting. Bottom half of the 4th. Shoddy at third base, still only 1 out. 1-0 pitch. Way inside over Zaleski's head for ball 2, 2-0. Zaleski batting right-handed, stands in once again. Barth now throws high for ball 3. 3-0. Been told that Wausau East defensively is not a real strong ball club this year, but that throwing error by Lemoran, their first error of this ball game today. 3-0 pitch, catches the inside corner for a called strike. 3-1 on Zaleski. He'll dig in once again. Barth checks the runner and throws outside, ball 4. So Zaleski draws a base on balls. Runners at first and third for Lucas Halen. Tiger left fielder has 2 singles, a run scored, and a run batted in today. Marshall with a chance to add to their lead here in the 4th inning. Halen digs in. Runners take their leads at first and third. Barth from the stretch. He now fires. Pop foul over the screen and out of play. Nothing in 1 on Lucas Halen. Marshfield batting. Last half of the 4th, leading 9-0. Runners at the corners with only 1 out. Barth throws again. Breaks outside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tigers have 9 hits today. They've used their offense quite well this afternoon. Now the 1-1 delivery. Popped up on the right side. Going into foul ground. And the pitcher, Barth, will grab it in front of the first baseman, Lopnow, for the out. Halen fouls out for out number 2. Mild collision there, but both players are okay. 9th man to bat for Marshfield this inning is the right fielder Tyler Cum. Tyler has walked and scored and bounced to first this afternoon. Tyler batting left-handed. Barth gets set and throws. High fly ball to left field. Pearson coming in, gets there and drops the ball. Play at third base, but the runner there, Zaleski, is safe. Shoddy scores on the play, and Marshfield leads 10-0. Pearson, the new left fielder, drops the ball. The second East error of this inning. No RBI in the play.
Number 1, John Will.
Shoddy scores. And Zaleski goes all the way to third base on the play. Come at first base for second baseman John Will. Was struck out twice today. He's 0 for 2. John batting right-handed. Barth now delivers. Bounces in, gets away from the catcher. And Zaleski will score on the wild pitch. Cum takes second base. And Marshfield grabs a lead of 11-0. One ball, no strikes on John Will. Barth throws again, high hopper left side. Shortstop Rye will grab it, throw to first base in time to end the inning. But Marshfield sends 10 men to bat here in the 4th. Tigers get 6 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, 3 walks, and 1 man left on base.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Leading off the fifth inning for Wausau East.
Our coverage of Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball continuing today on WOSQ and ZaleskiSports.com. The batter is Logan Glavinsky. 0 for 1 today. He lined to center field his first time up. Here's a swing and a miss for strike one. Nice play on center field by Jackson Wernberg on that line drive hit by Glavinsky back in the second inning. No balls and one strike. It's a curveball, a wave and a miss, 0-2. Marshfield on top, 11-0. East batting, top of the fifth. Strong outing for Marshfield right-hander Dayton Bugard today. Allowed no runs on just one hit this afternoon. 0-2 pitch on the way. Curveball breaks outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tigers 5-4 overall, 5-1 in conference play, hoping to improve that record this afternoon. Now the 1-2 delivery. Ground ball back to the box and through the box. This shortstop picked up by Sadowska. Flips to first base in time for the out. That ball hit right back up the middle, right through the pitcher's mound. And right through Bugard, but Sadowska behind the bag at second base makes the play for out number 1. East batter now is the third baseman Connor Lemerand. He has East's only hit today, an infield single back in the third inning. Bugard winds and throws. Low and inside, ball 1. On this date, back in 1988, the Yankees beat Texas 15-3. Here's the pitch by Bugard outside for ball, 2-0. And Dave Winfield had 2 RBIs in that ball game for the Yankees, giving him 29 RBIs for the month of April, tying a new Major League record. RBIs in the month of April. The 2-0 delivery, swing and a miss, 2-1. Dayton Bugard throwing for Marshfield today. Gets set and throws once again. A line shot to the gap in left center field. Wernberg in the gap, reaches up, makes the play. Nice running catch by Jackson Wernberg. And Lemerand retired after hitting the ball quite well. A couple of nice plays by Jackson Wernberg in center field today.
Number 2, Anders Bjorke.
Batting from Wausau East, the second baseman Anders Bjorke. Flied to right his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Hitting right-handed. Bugard delivers. In there for called strike 1. Marshfield on top, 11-0. Wausau East batting, top of the fifth. Base is empty and 2 out. No balls, 1 strike on Anders Bjorke. High hopper to the right side, picked up by Langhoff. He'll turn, step on the bag to retire the side. And that will end the ball game here at Jack Hackman Field. In the fifth for Wausau East, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Our final score in 4.5 innings, Marshfield 11, Wausau East nothing. We'll have a full recap on our postgame report coming up in just a moment.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Two-run single to give Marshfield a 4-0 lead. Tigers scored one more in the third when Dylan Langhoff singled, was sacrificed to second, and scored on a base hit by Lucas Halen. Marshfield then scored 6 runs in the 4th inning. Dayton Bugar had a run-scoring double, as did Mason Anderson. A couple of errors as well, and a wild pitch resulting in Marshfield runs also in that 6-run 4th inning. Meanwhile, Dayton Bugar quite strong on the mound for Marshfield today, as he throws a 5-inning 1-hitter, allowing just 1 infield hit. He did not walk a man and struck out 6, pitching Marshfield to this win. The line score for Marshfield today, 11 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and 4 men left on base. For Wausau East, no runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, and 2 left on base. Winning pitcher Dayton Bugar went 5 innings, allowed no runs on 1 hit, walked none, struck out 6. He did hit 1 batter. Starting and losing pitcher for Wausau East, Logan Glavinsky, threw 3 1/3, gave up 9 runs, 7 earned on 8 hits. Walked 3, struck out 2, and hit 1. Kyler Barth threw 2/3 of an inning, allowed 2 runs, both unearned on 1 hit. He walked 1 and threw 1 wild pitch. Marshfield's top hitter today, Dayton Bugar, singled, doubled, and drove in 3 runs. Mason Anderson with a run-scoring double, and Lucas Hanlon 2 singles and a run batted in. The only Wausau East hit today, infield hit by Connor Lemerand. Wausau East now 1-12 overall, 1-6 in conference play. Marshfield 6-4 overall and 6-1 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Marshfield earns the win today by a final score of 11-0. And back with more from Jack Hackman Field following these messages. Marshfield Tigers earned their win today, defeating Wausau East in 5 innings, 11-0. Wausau